Tough to escape the fog here in San Francisco, and it's rolling in now over AT&T Park. So striding forward now, Chris Taylor. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this will wind up being a foul ball. Taylor behind, 0-2 the count.
I'm going to chalk that one up to he didn't see it too well right there. To get such a late swing on an off-speed pitch, a good curveball right there to go down 0-2, he's got to regroup.
And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Got him. And here's a look at the hometown Giants starting lineup in this one. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Matt, they're looking to get a lot more out of Nomar Mazara. He has really struggled. Struggle is a kind word. He's been terrible with runners in scoring position. He's hit under 200 in those situations this season. And when that's the case, you start to think that maybe it's in his head. I think he's putting too much pressure on himself right now.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Swing and a miss for strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. A swing by Hoskins, and this is driven to deep left. Looking up is Bradley. Into the bleachers and gone. In now the power hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. A fastball that finds the outside corner. Mazara has a history in coming through in the clutch moments, of course. It's always a little bit of a debate whether or not being clutch is actually a trait that a player possesses. But with him, there's no denying it. We've seen him deliver in big moments repeatedly throughout his career. It just seems he elevates his game somehow when the pressure is on.
Yeah, Matty, he has definitely put that debate to rest. He has absolute ice water in his veins.
Here's Buster Posey now. He appeared as a pinch hitter in yesterday's contest. And set up working the plate is Larry Bullard, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Hey, D-Roll, Larry Bullard, he's pretty much right down the middle. You see very few managers and players get...
Oh, and while we talked, that pitch got away and ended up hitting him. So he'll head down to first on the hit by pitch.
Well, I bet the manager breathed a sigh of relief when he saw he wasn't hurt that badly. The last thing they can afford to lose is a guy like that for any length of time.
And that's in there. Base hit. Mazara is on his way home. And he's safe at the plate. And they now lead by 2.
Yeah, Dan, he's got to feel pretty good about that. Not only did he have a great AB, first pitch hacking, but he's...
Oh, and he snags it out of midair, and that ends the... Coming to the plate now, Bernardo Valencia. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And a ball 1-0. And here's a fastball in for strike 1. 91 miles an hour that time. The 1-2. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. The 1-2. Gets him looking, strike 3. Into the box now, Shelby Miller. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Bradley on the run. 2 gone. Now at the plate, Chris Taylor. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one stayed too low, apparently. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
And that is through into right field for a single.
Dan, I'll tell you, it doesn't matter what it looks like right there. That lawn dart felt so good.
Oh, Dero, this guy's been due. He really needed that one.
Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Grounded up the first baseline. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul.
And they get him trying to swipe a base to... Now to the plate, the pitcher, Jerry Ruth. He, of course, no slouch at the plate, as he, in fact, took home the Silver Slugger Award for National League pitchers a season ago. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit. With that, the inning opens with the Padres getting their leadoff man on base. Digging in, Reggie Shepard. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Giants' first baseman. Lays off the splitter that time, and it's 2 balls and a strike.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Leadoff single to start the third right now. From an offensive standpoint, keep the aggressive at-bats happening. Keep the pressure on the defense. Everything's looking good right now.
Rhys Hoskins will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Hoskins behind the count 0-2. Shepard gets his lead at first, nobody out. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And splash down. It's into McCovey Cove.
Well, in just a little more than 2 innings of work, he's given up 2 homers. Could be just one of those games for him. We'll see how much rope they give him. It's definitely getting shorter at the moment.
A base hit in his first trip. Missed with a breaking ball. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Base is empty here with nobody out. Hard hit ball to second. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning. Settling in now, Buster Posey. And maybe a little extra motivation for him here after being hit by a pitch in his first at-bat. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And a fastball just a bit up. Bases are empty, 1 man out. This one's down to third. Oh, what a play. He's up with it. The throw. He's out. That'll bring in the versatile Pat Valaika, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. 0-1 the count. 0-1, here it comes. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors. Now to the plate, Miguel Gomez. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. In there, strike 1.
Been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs and only 3 innings, so it'll be interesting to see if he can settle in at all and make some adjustments, or if this start will continue to run downhill.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. Back up the middle. Scooped up on the backhand. And a great athletic play to get him. Man, wow. Now at the plate, Bernardo Valencia. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. No balls and 1 strike. Oh, good knuckle curve, 0-2.
Hey, you find yourself down 0-2, you've got to grind a little bit right here. I don't understand the game plan. Let's see if we can get this one back to even count.
And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. The next 1-2 pitch. Fouled off.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Throw to first will take care of him. Score it 2-3 on the putout, and there are 2 gone now. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. 4 runs, 6 hits, and 2 errors to this point for San Francisco. Ball taken there. 2-1 now. Popped him up. Bradley moving in. He can't get there, so the inning will continue.
Boy, D-Roy, you're talking about frustrating as a pitcher. You have the pitcher up with 2 outs, and he extends the inning there with a base hit.
Yeah, it's funny. I've hit 8th in my career, and the grind was to try and get the pitcher up so you could waste that out and flip the lineup over. This guy took it into his own hands and did just that. By getting a knock, now we could have some issues here.
He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. A ball and a strike to the Giants' leadoff man. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate.
Yeah, and that splitter is normally the go-to pitch to this guy, but it really hasn't shown that good downward action that he usually has. He needs to get back to finishing it out front.
3-2 now.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. 1 left for San Francisco. Tonight's game comes to an end, 5-1 the final score. The Giants jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Shelby Miller takes the win on the mound.
A manager confronts his pitching staff about an unacceptable team statistic.
Green layer appears at. Here's Gregory Polanco, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. And there's one down now. And now a chance to meet the Mets. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, Matt, this goes for both lineups. They know they're dealing with a tough test in a pitcher's park, but they can't let that bother them too bad, or they'll walk out of here a 3-4 game set 0 for 12, 0 for 15. They have to find a way to stay within themselves. Line drive approach. One will carry out of here if they get it.
And a wasted pitch there, 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Bradley will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball. 1-0. Goldschmidt, or Goldie just for short. He was an 8th round selection back in the 2009 MLB draft.
What an absolute steal. I mean, this guy has gotten a lot of people some big raises in the organization. To be drafted as low as he was and turned himself into one of the biggest superstars in our sport. I am very impressed with what this guy's been able to accomplish.
And a full count to Paul Goldschmidt. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Goldschmidt leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And he will make the catch just shy of the track in the. And that brings up Scott Schebler. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. And he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame. Here now is Cheslor Cuthbert. He comes into this one having sputtered out of the gate this season. The average is under the 200 mark at this point. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0. 2 balls and a strike.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. Hold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
And he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first out.
All right, guys, let's take a look at how the Pods line up on D. Guys, the person I want to focus on is Eric Hosmer. This guy is coming into his own from the offensive standpoint, but don't get it twisted. This is a Gold Glove first baseman that makes the game look easy on the defensive side.
A 1-1 count now to Vasquez. Vasquez is unlike many of today's hitters in the sense that he doesn't have a lot of swing and miss in his approach at the plate. Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. And that will bring in the former top prospect, Mlb Rosario. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the third. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball. Swings through it for strike number 2. Into the corner and slicing foul. Mets pitcher behind at the plate with a ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
And there's out number 2. Into the box, Gregory Polanco. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Mets are still looking for their first hit of the ball game. 1-1 to the Mets leadoff hitter. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger.
Wow, fastball up and in. I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up and that far in, but message sent, beware.
Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. The 3-2 one more time. He spoils another one, and will do it again. And another foul ball.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here. He's really making this pitcher grind for everything.
The 3-2 one more time. Very weakly on the ground. Popped up. Connell is there for it, and that ends the inning. Now in the box, Jerry Ruth, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lifted the other way out to left center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
When you've got the pitcher leading off an inning, you have to feel pretty confident about getting the first out without much problems. But the pitcher with a bat in his hands had other ideas. Put some solid wood on it and found himself on second with the leadoff double.
Striding into the box, Rodney.
Second baseman.
So coming to the plate, Jace Peterson. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th. Fouled away.
Peterson.
Here comes the 0-1. Lifted down the line in left. Bradley moving in, and he stretches out in left, but this is off his glove. And the Mets have something going with nobody out. It's a leadoff double.
Man, that swing looked like self-defense than a real quality swing, but hey, he muscled it out there, and it was enough to get him safely to second. Those are the kind of hits that will drive you nuts as a pitcher.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 3 homers, 13 RBIs. Line drive to center field. That's in there. Base hit. He'll come home with it. And not in time as the run scores.
Pitcher went to the well one too many times. Back-to-back fastballs. Hitter was able to keep his hands through, deliver a nice line drive.
And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. Guess he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Oh, shaking his head on that knuckle curve. 1-2. Still 1-2.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Next up for New York, Scott Schebler. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And this is bounced foul at the plate, and that moves the count to 0-2 now. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
Good job by the catcher to keep the ball from getting too far away and allowing that base runner to get into scoring position. That keeps the double play in order, which they need, seeing as they've already given up 1 run in this inning.
The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
These are the great matchups that happen throughout the course of a game. I don't think as a pitcher you can give in right here. He's a great hitter at the plate. He knows it. You know it. Keep executing. Maybe get him to roll something over.
And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Really good pitch right there. So you're moving the ball all around the strike zone, and then what do? You come in. That's a hard pitch for any hitter to do anything with. Just really makes it difficult to get that bat head out.
Now at the plate, Chesler Cuthbert. He popped out in his first trip. Hey now. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So a 2-run shot to left center. First home run of the campaign for him, and it's given the Mets a 3-2 lead.
Well, in most parks, there's usually a spot down the line or somewhere else where you can get a cheapy home run. But he knocked this one out of the deepest part of the park. There's nothing cheap about that one.
Takes a fastball on the inside corner. 3 runs already home here. A ball and 2 strikes.
The count is 1-2.
Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He takes the turn and heads for second. The throw pulls him off the bag. At the plate, Ahmed Rosario. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike.
He certainly has an open base down there, but you don't want your defender standing flat-footed for much longer.
On it goes right through him into left field. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
Stepping in now, Sonny Gray. No balls and a strike to count. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. A wave and a miss.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. So they strike for 3 runs on. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Gregory Polanco. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And this is lined softly here to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 is a fastball in off the plate for a ball. Polanco aboard here at first with nobody out. And a splitter is over for a cold third strike as he's left shaking his head. One gone. So a runner on first with one out now. And stepping in, the power-hitting first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. 0-1 the count. 0-1 count, and the pitch. Takes this the other way to right. And that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Hey, guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. Tyler Naquin comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. A high fastball is in there. And this one's up around the eyes. 2-1.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with two guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
As a manager, you never really want to put a man on by a hit by pitch, but you absolutely hate to have it happen when it loads the bases. Now the pitcher is looking a little shaky, and the threat of a big inning is very real.
And that brings up Scott Schebler. And this will be fouled away. He went down on strikes last time up.
Up, straight up.
Popped him up. Horns waits on it. 2 down. Here now is Cheslor Cuthbert. Comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. 2 balls and no strikes.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0, and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
Chopped weakly to the left. And try as he might, but he can't escape the tag. Digging in now for San Diego, Jerry Ruth. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
Hey, if this guy's able to execute that two-seamer down and away consistently, he's going to get a lot of swing and misses. He's going to get a lot of weak contact. He might even get a few knots on some people's shins. That's
in another base hit. He's 2 for 2.
Hey, we came into this one wondering how he was going to throw on the mound.
Ready for another shot now, Christian Vasquez. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. Line toward the alley in left center. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. Stepping up to the plate, Ahmed Rosario. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Here's a high pop-up. Ruth will do this himself, and that's the first out. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Sonny Gray. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat. One there, on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the end. Here's Gregory Polanco. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a strike. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Connell over to his left, and the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Ready for another chance, Jace Peterson. First pitch on its way, and a fastball just below the knees, ball 1.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only 1 free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. 3 runs, 8 hits, 1 error in the game for the Mets. To first, Hosmer has it, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
Wow, count now 1-0 with a real good slugger up at the plate. This is the time as a pitcher you have to really make some good pitches. This is not the time to just groove one right down the middle.
On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game. Alan Cordoba will come on to pinch hit here. 6-4, the outcome today. The Friars jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Jerry Ruth earns the